morning, sir. Welcome, sir.
Good morning.
Yes.
Madam, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
But your voice is not clear. 1 minute.
Jagadeshwari, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible, ma'am.
Whether it is clear, loud and clear.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's very clear.
Christopher, VC sir audio.
Madam, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Pardon?
You are audible, sir, but your
Audible.
audio is not clear.
Okay. Mic, you know. You have to switch on. I'm not able to hear her. Is it a switch on? Mic. Speaker. The book, take books and all outside.
No,
Keep the book away.
no.
Light is there, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Madam, speak for a while.
Sir, welcome, sir.
She's not here. I'm not able to hear her. Hello.
Yes, sir. We are able to hear your audio, sir.
Speaker also, this much. On the computer.
System admin, you please help, sir.
இல்ல சார் ஆன்
Light பின்னாடி
இல்ல முன்னாடி இருக்கு.
Madam, speak for a while.
Your
Hello.
voice is clear.
கனெக்ட் ஆயிருக்காங்க.
Jagadeshwari,
Yes, ma'am.
if my internet connectivity is poor, you please carry on, okay?
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Madam, Vice Chancellor's audio is having some problem. We are checking it 2 minutes, madam.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Madam?
You're very much audible, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah, you can start the program.
Sir, you please switch on your video, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good morning to everyone gathered here. On behalf of our Academy of Maritime Education and Training, deemed to be university, I myself, Dr. T. Sasilata, Dean Academics, welcome all the dignitaries, faculty, and young students participating in the Career Guidance Program. I would like to take benefit of this occasion to convey our greetings to our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. J. Ramachandran, Pro-Chancellor, Dr. Rajesh Ramachandran, Vice Chancellor, Colonel Dr. G. Trivasagam, respected Registrar, Dr. M. Jayaprakash Vel, eminent Joint Registrar, Mrs. Sangeeta Alvin, eminent Chief Guest and Advisor, Mr. J. A. Chowdhury, Chairman of Blockchain Standards Committee, and other guests, Professor Dr. Devi from the Department of Computer Applications from Bharatiya University. We are grateful to the dignitaries for extending their enormous support in organizing this Career Guidance Program. Our Academy of Maritime Education and Training, deemed to be university, was established the year 1993, and it is the first deemed to be university for maritime education, training, and research. Our university offers 15 undergraduate programs, 6 postgraduate programs, and more than 14 doctoral disciplines and many technical maritime courses. This year, we have introduced 2 new programs from the Center for Artificial Intelligence. They are BSc Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning and BSc Data Science. I am proud to convey that this career guidance program, organized by our Amat University, provides a forum for the students to develop individual competencies, educational exploration, and career planning. I take this opportunity to welcome all the participants present here. May I request our registrar, Dr. M. Jayaprakash Vel, to welcome the gathering.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Am I audible, madam?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Honorable
sir.
Vice Chancellor, sir. Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. Respected dignitaries who have joined, Professor Chowdhury and Professor Bhuneshwari, Professor Devi, as well as Professor Balu from Bardar University, and Dr. V. Saravanan, data mining expert. Good morning, one and all. It is my pleasure and privilege duty to welcome all the dignitaries as well as the participants of this important program, which is organized by the Center for Artificial Intelligence of our university. This is a career guidance program, as Professor Sasilada has explained, and this program will throw light on the importance of the artificial intelligence, machine learning, as well as data science as a career progress path. And hope this program will be useful for the young minds who are aspiring to become the future data scientists or artificial intelligence professionals. I formally welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, who is the source of inspiration as well as a guiding force of our university to excel in various fields, whatever we are stepping into. Professor Colonel Dr. G. Tiruvasagam, Vice Chancellor, as well as the President of the Association of Indian Universities. Welcome you, sir. I welcome Mr. J. A. Chowdhury, respected Chairman of the Indian Blockchain Standards Committee of Bureau of Indian Standards, who is also the founding director of Software Technologies Parks of India, STPA, Bangalore, as well as Hyderabad and Chennai, a towering personality in the field of blockchain technology as well as artificial intelligence. This newly emerging area, we are having such a wonderful personality today with us. On behalf of our university, I heartily extend our heartfelt welcomes to Mr. J. A. Chowdhury, sir. Welcome you, sir. We welcome the data science, data mining expert, Dr. V. Saravanan, who is about to join. And also we welcome Professor Dr. T. Devi, head of the Department of Computer Applications at Bardar University, Professor and Head. Professor V. Bhuneshwari, Associate Professor in the Department of Computer Applications, Bardar University, as well as Professor Balu from Bardar University. We welcome all of you with our gratitude from our university for joining in this event. I welcome all the deans and directors, especially Professor Dr. T. Sasilada, who is organizing and convening this event on behalf of the Center for Artificial Intelligence. I extend my sincere welcome to all the faculty members, as well as most importantly, student friends who have joined from different parts of the country for getting benefits out of this career guidance program. I welcome you. I welcome one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for a warm welcome. I would like to extend my warm welcome to Colonel Dr. G. Tiruvasagam, our Honorable Vice Chancellor of Amit University and President of Association of Indian Universities, to give a presidential address.
Sir, you are muted, sir.
So you are
Good morning to every one of you. Most respected Mr. J. A. Chowdhury and beloved and respected Professor V. Saravanan, my former colleague and head of the Department of Computer Science of Bardar University, Dr. Devi, my former colleagues of the faculty members of Bharadiyar University. Respected Registrar of Amet University, Dr. Jayaprakash Vaid, Dr. Sasiladha, the Dean of Amet University, and the participants from various institutions. Some of you are faculty members, some of you are parents, and most of you are students. I am indeed very happy to be with you all on the occasion of Amet University is organizing the Career Guidance Program today. As a matter of fact, all the education institutions are nowadays, one way or other, organizing such programs with different motives and objectives as well. As far as this program is concerned, Amet University is very particular to take the facts and figures of the university, especially to the parents and students. What is Amet University? What credit it has? What's the scope and objective of the university? And of course, the strength of the university as well. Moreover, we would like to tell about the courses what we have right now, for which we are seeking admission also for the current academic year. To start with, I would like to tell about the Amet University. Friends, it is a university which has got the recognition of Ministry of Education, Government of India, University Grants Commission, Government of India, AICTE, All India Council of Technical Education, approved institution. Likewise, we have got grading from National Assessment Accreditation Council. We are in good ranking by NIRF, and Amet University has been recognized by Director General Shipping as well. We have almost 30 years of existence and offering many programs related to marine and other engineering disciplines as well. So far, we have sent out almost 15,000 graduates to credit in Amet. I can very well tell, out of 15,000, almost 90% of students are placed mainly in abroad and rest of them in India as well. As I said earlier, the major strength of Amet is arranging and ensuring placements. Yes, you can very well inquire from the parents and the students who have already associated with the Amet University. Basically, we are for organizing placement at the time of admission itself. Probably by this time we might have witnessed our advertisement both in the TV and the printing media. Ours is the only university in India, rather to say, ensuring appointment along with the admission communication as well. How the Amet is able to do the placement in bigger way when compared with the other universities? Yes, we give main focus towards organizing placement besides providing quality education as well. Okay. Now we have placement cell of both DC and non-DC. We have exclusive director placement with the manpower of almost 7. Day and night they are working. Last year itself, 52 companies visited our university and taken hundreds of students, and they are well placed now. So the students who are coming here need not worry about the placement. We give an assurance. That is our first strength. The second strength is we have a huge infrastructure. You have to come and see the infrastructure. Then only you can understand. The laboratories in general, well equipped, and in particular, as far as the courses of artificial intelligence and machine learning is concerned, we have state-of-the-art laboratories, not only laboratories, several crores worth of softwares we have, latest softwares. We want to provide all our education fully of technology oriented, not theoretical oriented as well. Likewise, the faculty is the major strength for any institution. All our staff members, at an average, they have almost around 10 years of experience working with us. Especially, we appoint the people mostly from industries. And some of the universities, they always appoint the people with academic qualifications. But we appoint the people who have industrial background, who have industrial experience. Take the program of this PSC Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning and all. We have appointed people who have served in industries with a lot of exposure on these areas. That is another strength. And moreover, people may think when AMET has this much of facilities and having faculty with the industrial experience exposure, what about the fee structure? It is very much affordable even for a student from a middle class family, because we want to give the quality education and at the same time the guaranteed placement to the people with an affordable cost. And next one, we have an international collaboration with the major universities of UK and USA. I can quote one example. Right now, we have a program which was started 3 years ago that we call it as BSc Honors, Robotics and Artificial Intelligence. This program we run in collaboration with Edgehill University of United Kingdom. It's a tuning program. 2 years students spend their time in AMET University. The whatever syllabus prescribed by Edgehill University, we teach with the help of our own and with the experts from industry as well. So final year they go to United Kingdom and get the degree of Edgehill University. The first batch of students successfully they have completed. They are going to Edgehill University the next year. Likewise, we have international understanding and we have program. Even for this proposed program of BSc Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning and all, we are planning to send those students 1 semester abroad. Building students, we are going to send them to a reputed university of USA or UK. We have listed out many universities. So will be leaving to the choice of the students and parents. They can opt and go there and spend 1 semester and come back. They will get some international exposure. And if at all they are able to convince those universities, they can get placement there itself. So internship is being organized not only in India, in outside India as well. So my dear friends and the parents I know pretty well why they are attending this type of career guidance program. For 3 reasons as far as I am concerned. Number 1, whether the particular course is employment oriented. It is a known fact as per the NASCOM statistics, as per the industrial experts statistics, for the next 20 years, the employment and future for the youngsters will be mainly on the courses of artificial intelligence, machine learning and data science. It's a known factor. You can check up with any expert, the field of computer science or industries. Hereafter, the industries like service industries like hospitals, transport industries, tourism industry, manufacturing industries, all these industries, including shipping industry as well. They want the people with a background knowledge of this artificial intelligence, machine learning and data science. So the students who are going to join, definitely 100% they will have their own future. That guarantee I am giving to the parents. So this is the reason for which parents are looking for some courses after the son completed the +2. And some of them may feel, what about the salary? Suppose we come and join here. What will be the package after completing the program? One, I would like to clarify, the opportunities are more in abroad than India. That is most vital. When they think about going abroad for employment, of course, we are going to arrange. Definitely, the package will be very, very high. Even India also, the starting salary will be not less than 50,000 rupees. That kind of guarantee and information we can give. And where the course can be studied and taken, that's a question. You need not bother about AMET. You think about an institution where the infrastructure is good, where the faculty members are really good, where the placement is assured. All these three things are very much being offered by AMET University. My dear friends, if at all you think about the program of this nature of latest technology, you are most welcome to AMET University. I, as a head of the academic head of the institution, I ensure that all these factors, all these variables will be available when you come to the campus. With these words of my observation, I would like to thank Mr. Chaudhary, Mr. Saravanan, Dr. Devi and the team for having taken this career guidance program very seriously and going to deliberate with you. With these words of my observation, I would like to thank the organizers for giving me the opportunity to share some of my thoughts. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your remarkable delivery. I'd like to call Dr. T. Sasilata, Dean Academics of AMET University, to introduce the chief guest of today's event. Welcome, ma'am.
I'm very glad to introduce the eminent speaker, Mr. J.A. Chaudhary. Mr. J.A. Chaudhary is a visionary in IT industry of India. He served as Special Chief Secretary rank to the government in the Chief Minister's office during 2014-19. He has been advising and assisting the government in bringing in investments, generating employment, and encouraging innovation and startup activities in Andhra Pradesh. Mr. Chaudhary is the chairman of Blockchain Committee at Bureau of Indian Standards, Government of India. Through this, Mr. Chaudhary is helping Telangana and other state governments in developing blockchain ecosystem in India. He is the founder of Hyderabad FinTech Forum, which is newly and uniquely formed by involving various stakeholders like investment community, education and research community, financial institutes, and technology communities. He was the founder of FinTech Valley, Vizag. Earlier, he served as chairman of the board of Software Technology Parks of India, Hyderabad, Chennai, and Bangalore. He was one of the key personalities and who was instrumental in bringing about an IT revolution in India. Presently, Mr. Chaudhary has been involved with many professional corporate bodies in his long career and has done the roles of chairman, Industry Development Forum for AP, co-chairman for FICCI, and president of Food 360 Foundation. He has been actively associated with the establishment and growth of several bodies like American Chamber of Commerce, Hyderabad chapter, founder president of Indus Entrepreneurs Hyderabad chapter, and Hyderabad Software Exporters Association. We are very glad to welcome you to address this gathering. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for a very gracious introduction. At the outset, I would like to congratulate AMET University, in particular the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Tiruvasagam, for really bringing a unique program BSc Artificial Intelligence and BSc Data Science, which are the need of the hour at this point of time. I'll tell you why they are the need of the hour today. Before that, I want to give what's all happening, how things are changing. All of you must have been witnessing how the coronavirus and COVID pandemic have disturbed the whole ecosystems across the globe. Most of the industries which are in the hospitality sector, like hotels, then the entertainment segment, all these travel in the industries, they are literally wiped out. But fortunately, the IT sector, if you see the latest, the Indian IT industry is recruiting thousands of, in spite of this COVID pandemic. I'll tell you the reasons why that's happening. And I also want to acknowledge Amit University, what Professor Tiruvasagam said, that along with admission, he is ensuring the job. I have not heard about this in any other educational universities or the college. So how he is serious about, see, today job is very, very, very important. See, you may get one YouTube channel. One gentleman has got 6 international, some of the new emerging technologies. In spite of that, he was not able to get a job. So job getting is not related to what degrees you have, what certifications you have. The new ecosystem has to be created by the educational universities. The way Professor Tiruvasagam and his team at Amit University, talking to various international universities, sending the students abroad, and bringing all the collaborative effort, bringing the ecosystem, making sure that the students who are undergoing that's the reason why he's able to make that bold statement. We give the job offers to our students at the time of admission. I have not heard about this kind of a bold statement from any educationalist ever in my previous interactions. I really congratulate sir for your bold statement and what, so that means you are walking the talk. So you're not just telling the, okay, this is possible, that's possible and all that, but looks like you're walking the talk. Your parent is worried today after getting a degree or getting a certificate, because job is ultimate thing. Degrees are only incidental. But whereas Amit University, you are ensuring that portion to the students as well as to the parents. I think that's a very big benefit. I really want to congratulate the entire university for making this kind of a bold statement and also walking the talk. See, today, if you see how the COVID pandemic has really made the total technology. Today, State Bank of India, which is one of the most emerging banks across the globe, he made a very sweeping statement. He said, ours is not a bank, we are a technology company, but banking also one of the functions. You understand the importance of the statement, what he made. Though a public sector bank chairman talks about his bank, we are not a bank, we are a technology company. And he explains why it is so. He says, State Bank of India is going through complete all the technologies which are required to service more customers, to service their customers in a better way, so that customer satisfaction is the highest. in competition with many digital banks, like for example, DBS, Digital Bank of Singapore. They're only a digital bank. They don't have any offices like bank branches and all that. So most of the banks are going digital. So when most of the banks are going digital, if we think bank branches in XYZ locations and we operate in a manual way, we lose putting all our services into digital services. That means we have to introduce the technology like data science, technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, cyber security, blockchain. All these things are necessary when we transform our conventional bank to a digital bank. So that's what is happening in the banking sector. Every bank, not only banks, even in insurance companies, for example, LIC and other such insurance companies, they had to go digital. I'll tell you one more incident. When I was the special chief secretary to governments in UK, one insurance the conference took place. A lot of the CEOs from big insurance companies across the globe, they were all discussing about one subject. The subject is today the small startup companies are coming and disturbing our business models. They are taking away their business. Whereas we have been giants all this 100, 200 years, we have been serving our customers through our various insurance schemes and all that. Now today, if we don't go digital, we will lose all our customer base. How is that we have to transform our age-old conventional insurance companies to digital insurance companies? So every company for that matter, they are thinking about the digital transformation. If they don't bring the technology or digital transformation, they cannot survive. Innovate or perish. If they don't innovate, they don't think in that direction, they are no longer required and no customers will be with them. So just imagine the situation back in India about say 30, 40 years when banks were trying to introduce their bank employees used to go for them strikes and all that. They say, no, we don't want to compete because that will take away our jobs and we will lose our opportunities and all that. Today, see what is happening. They're happily introducing the technology. They're increasing the workforce. All these banks actually they're increasing more and more people because they require new kind of a talent, not the conventional bank manager, conventional teller, conventional cashier. So those are the jobs which have to be transformed. They are getting transformed with a digital push. So the same thing is happening across all the sectors. You take mining sector, you take marine sector, you take any sector for agriculture. A lot of digital technologies are going in the agriculture sector. For example, today I'm speaking from my native village, a small village called Batalapalli in Anantapur district in Andhra Pradesh. For the last 18 months, I've been living in this village. What I'm witnessing in this village is all the farmers most of the farmers have got the smart mobiles. They're going to the farm, they're taking a picture, they're sending it to the experts. What is the disease based on the picture, and they're able to also market this thing. Which are the markets? The Delhi market is good, or Chennai market, Bangalore market is good. They're able to see the e-commerce distributing only on the dealers who are earlier giving a very less price for their produce. Today, they're able to reach out to the other marketing channels using the technology. Similarly, they are also, I started observing, they want to use the drones for spraying the chemical fertilizers, spraying other pesticides, all that, not using because manpower is not available. So to overcome that situation, they already started using the drones. See, look at a ordinary farmer using WhatsApp messages, using Zoom technology to set up a webinar among the other progressive farmers to sell the produce using the e-commerce links and all that. So that is the kind of level at which the technology is disrupting every vertical. Whatever may be vertical, that vertical has to be a digital adoption has to happen. So apart from that, what I have seen, this COVID pandemic, overnight, it changed the whole world into virtual world. Today, this is a webinar, whatever Amit University is organizing, is now virtual. Earlier, probably our Honorable Vice Chancellor would have actually organized a physical conference in Chennai, inviting all the people. So today, everything is virtual. Recently, TiE Hyderabad, the TiE Global, which is one of the world's largest entrepreneurial association in the world, they organized a summit called TES, TiE Entrepreneurial Summit. It was a virtual summit. In the virtual summit, they also organized a some kind of exhibition. Lot of exhibitors, they want to demonstrate their products, services, other related aspects in the virtual exhibition. In fact, people can actually walk through the exhibition, talk to the representative who is explaining the usability of the tool and all that thing, negotiate kind of a price as though we are physically going to the exhibition of that conference and handling all those things. Similarly, even in the conference also, the way they organize, as though I'm sitting in the front row or second row, witnessing on the dais, that kind of a simulated environment has been created, and it is as good as or maybe better than the physical conference which was earlier happening. So today the technology is bringing those kind of changes. For example, instead of going to a shopping mall and actually seeing the product and feeling that this product is really good and all that now with the AR, VR or extended reality technologies, they are able to give the touch and feel effect with a cost effective with the Google Lens and other technology which are becoming very, very cost effective. One can use those technologies, actually feel the physically that I am holding this product and seeing 360 degree how the product is and all that thing. Then I take a decision whether I can buy this or not. And also I can simulate. There is a before you place an order. To that extent, technology has invaded. So the reason why I am telling you all these aspects is the students, the prospective students who are looking to join Amit University in the BSc Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning or the BSc Data Science, they will have exciting futures, because in all these examples, what I'm trying to envisage this thing today, there is a huge demand for real experts who are experts in data science, experts in artificial intelligence, experts who can write good algorithms in machine language, where the lot of mathematics, statistics, all those things are required. All this knowledge is very much required. In fact, many companies, I was watching a news channel about 6 months back. One of the big IT services company based out of Chennai, they said openly that they lost big contract because the employees were not available in that number. Because employees were not available, they were not able to back those contracts. So see the situation. On one side, a lot of companies, they're laying off people, people are losing jobs and all that. Whereas in the technology sector, they are not finding people. The people are not there. So that is the kind of opportunities are there in these emerging technologies, because every company, whether it's in XYZ countries or XYZ areas of domains, they all needs to adopt the digital transformation. Otherwise, they are gone. They will not be there. They will get disrupted. Companies will get disrupted, and they will not have any new customers. So to engage with the new customers, to service the new customers. The customers are also coming with a very highly demanding requests. So to service artificial intelligence, machine language, the data science technologies, they will not be able to serve those demanding customers. So it is absolutely required today to have the knowledge of these tools and how to use the tools, how to build new algorithms, how to really see the data and clean the data and see how the data, this thing you can provide the insights to the decision makers so that they can take the proper decisions, so that they can also give a prescriptive decision making support for the organization so that they will survive. So I want to emphasize to all the parents and also the students who wants to join. It's a wonderful opportunity for you because the graph is really on the rising hockey stick mode and the huge opportunities are there, and the kind of infrastructure what Professor Thiruvasagam explained, which is built using a lot of new tools and technologies in the laboratories, and the kind of infrastructure they made available in the university. Though I not physically visited, I'm sure once the pandemic is over, I would like to visit the university and see what infrastructure they have created. I'd like to interact with the professors at Amit University, what all are going to be very much benefited by this program. And all of them will get not just ordinary jobs, they will get global jobs, which are highly demanding jobs. The salaries are also, because these emerging technologies, manpower is not available, salaries obviously will be very, very, very high. So my only request to the faculty of the Amit University, don't only teach the theory, make sure that they do a lot of projects, hands-on project, take some actual cases, case studies, and ask the students to really work on those case studies so that they will get the real knowledge of implementing the tool. As I mentioned, one gentleman had 6 international certification, but he was not able to get a job because he never actually completed a project using the real data. Fortunately for India, the data is there, real data is there everywhere. A lot of applications are there. You allow the students to take those applications and build some solutions using the AI, ML, data science, data modeling, all that technologies. Then they can, whenever they get an opportunity to talk to any company in the interviews, they can boldly say what they have done using this technology. The practical approach is very much required. Without practical approach, if they only get certifications and degrees, I don't think they will be able to get a job. So my sincere request to the faculty and the management of the Amit University, make sure that you involve the companies who are actually developing the products in the AI data science area, and also they are providing a lot of services. Involve them in even organizing the pedagogy, organizing the whatever in fact some of the electives, some who's working in the industry can actually become adjunct. Today, Professor Thiruvasagam, what's happening? The new universities, they are going for very less faculty, physical faculty in the university. They are all taking the adjunct faculty from the industry and using the technology. Now there is a digital avatars are available, 3-dimensional guru. Though that person, a person working in Google, for example, in America, he can be physically be present in front of the students. He can give a good kind of a talk with his experience and all that thing. So that digital avatar professors can be made available using the technology. So my request to you, use the opportunity today. A lot of companies also wants to give back to the society. They want to interact with the students. They want to actually take some electives. So make them adjunct professors or come with a mechanism that majority of your this particularly emerging technologies, unless you have the persons who have got the relevant current knowledge, they will not be able to really teach the students and also make the students learn what they are supposed to learn. So my request to you, get the industries more involved in the program, and definitely the students will be benefited. And also make sure that you review the curriculum once in 6 months and see what's to be added, what kind of new projects, new case studies can be added to the program. So not that, okay, you got the pedagogy, you got the curriculum, and this curriculum will be there for next 2-3 years. No, don't keep it like that. Make it very dynamic in nature. Every 6 months, take a review, take the inputs from the professors, and accordingly mold, change, bring all the aspects. Then the students who are undergoing this program will be the rock stars. Those relevant technologies, they can demand anybody to give a job. The jobs will come to them, good jobs, not just ordinary jobs, and they'll be happy. And make sure that the students who are trained by you, who are going to get into jobs, ask them to be adjunct professors or teachers to your own students. So next batch students, suppose I am a student in Amit University for AI program. After my completion, I get a job in XYZ companies in India or abroad. I can be a teacher. I can take some couple of students and guide them for some projects. You have that kind of a interacting way so that your students who have gone through the system, your alumni, ask them to give back and give them some small whatever remuneration for because they are taking elective, they are guiding your students. So bring such synergies into the program, and I'm sure this students who are going to undergo this program will be very much benefited. I wish them all the success. I wish the Amit University for bringing the program. I enjoy to come and visit the university once the pandemic is over, and whatever way I can help the university, I'll be more than happy to help. With this, I once again congratulate the Amit University for launching this very innovative program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your motivating and encouraging speech. I would like to inform you that with the feedback of stakeholders of our Amat University, our university curriculum and syllabus are designed as well as developed with the support of the Board of Studies members and with the support of industries. And we are delivering the curriculum in a suitable way with all the industry experts, which is useful for our students also. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your motivating words.
Very good.
Now, I would like to invite Dr. V. Saravanan, Dean, Computer Studies, Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. I would like to introduce the guest right now. Sir, are you available?
Yes, ma'am, I'm available.
Yeah, let me introduce you to the audience. Dr. V. Saravanan specializes in data mining. In his credit, he has 60 plus publications in international journals indexed in SI, Scopus, etc. He has got a total of 20 years of experience in teaching, including 3 years as research fellow at Baragar University. As the credit towards funded projects, he had completed with Majma University and King Abdullah's University, Abdullah City for Science and Technology, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, with a total project cost of $41,500 US. He is a senior member of IEEE, life member of Computer Society of India, Indian Society for Technical Education, and Indian Association of Research in Computer Sciences, and International Association of Computer Science and Information Technology. At present, he is working as Dean Computer Science, Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. Sir, we are very much glad to welcome for this particular career guidance program. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. So let me share my screen.
Sure, sir.
Sir, now you are the co-host, sir. Please share your PPT.
Yes, sir. You able to see my screen, ma'am?
Noted, sir.
Sir, from the bottom, there is available share screen. Please click, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, are you facing any difficulty? Saravanan, sir.
Yes, ma'am. It's
You
I'm not
please-
able to share the
You please
PowerPoint.
send the PPT by mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will send the mail ID.
Yes, ma'am. Please. I will send you right now.
Sir, Dr. Saravanan, sir. Sir, Dr. Saravanan, sir. Are you available? I think sir is having network connectivity problem.
Yes, ma'am. I have sent it. Please share it. Yes, ma'am. Please. Yes. Yes.
Dear participants, you please wait. Sir will join within 1 minute.
Very good. Wait. Ma'am, could you please check your email and as well as the chat box?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Your PPT is available with me. We
Yes,
will
ma'am.
share.
Yeah. Are you able to open, ma'am?
Yes, sir. I'll. Yes, sir. We will share, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Please start it, sir. Start the session. You please go ahead. We will share.
So very good morning to all of you. So first of all, let me thank the management and administration of Amet University for having given me the opportunity to talk few words about the data science program. So it's not going to be a sort of a technical session. It's awakening session for the students who are aspiring to join the a BSc data science program. And also I'd like to thank my department in Bharatiya University.
Yes, sir. Host, sir, you please make me host.
Sorry.
So not, sir. So IT support, sir, please make me host so that I can share my screen.
System manager.
Yes, ma'am. Already co-host for this. Yeah.
Sir Jagadish.
Sir, is it? Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Fine.
Whether my screen is visible, sir?
Yes. Fine. You can maximize it, ma'am. Fine, that's fine. So I'll be talking about scope and the job aspects of the data science program. And next slide, ma'am. So this slide gives you a picture. I'm sure that all the students and faculty members have come across these technologies. Somewhere or other, we will be using some of the technologies maybe in the future, or most of you are already using some of the technologies, right? Like YouTube, Google, or Facebook, or Twitter. We are using it already. Some of you, maybe using some of the apps maybe in the future. If you just see, the total number of transactions that we do in YouTube, right, or Facebook or Twitter, if you just see what's going on, and the back end, if you just see what's happening in the back end, and that will be really astonishing. The amount of data that we are getting nowadays, and how we are able to manage those data, and what we are going to do with that. Okay, and this seems to be growing, every minute by minute or day by day. So it's going to be really a challenging task for us, right? So this really motivates us to think about, right, doing something on the data that what we have. Okay, next slide, please. Next slide. Can you?
Yes, I have changed
Yes.
the slides.
Yes, ma'am. Please. Thank you. So what this data science is all about first, okay? We all are comfortable with the term science. The students, you all are comfortable with the word science, right? So, starting from the schools, you might have studied your physics or chemistry or biology, or some of you even might have studied computer science in your, in your higher secondary. What this data science is all about, okay? So this is a science which uses, the computer science, and also mathematics, right? We use the statistics and machine learnings of concepts of mathematics. And there is something called visualization and human-computer interaction. That is, whatever that we have, the data that we want to see it in some way or other, right? So, the data science is a science which uses this three branches, right? One side we talk about using the computer science more effectively, and using the mathematics, and using the visualization part, right? So what we are going to do with this, right? We are going to collect, clean, or integrate, or analyze and visualize with the data to create some products. So we are going to create some products out of it, whatever data that we have. So what kind of product it is and how we are going to do is really important. So so what the data science students are going to do, right, in their program. So we'll be talking about one by one in the coming slides. Next, please. Next slide, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm just changing, but it is not changing the slides. No, the slide is not changing, sir. I'm trying to change.
Okay.
Please wait for a while. Yes.
Yeah. So what this goal is all about? What we are going to do, right? What the students of this data science program are going to do, right? So we are going to develop some technologies, or you are going to develop some technologies, or you're going to develop some tools which will turn the data into your data products, right? So you are going to just learn about all these things. So you are going to learn various tools in your program. There are plenty of open source tools that is available, really. Developing some new tools or using the existing tools, right, to convert your data into a data product. That is what we talk about, data visualization or human computer interaction. So this is the goal of the data sciences. Next slide. Yes. So what this big data is all about then? We all are, using the word big data. So we have to be really, conscious about, using this, is different from data science, or you feel that it's going to be same, right? So there are some universities who offer the big data program, right? And there are few universities who offer the data science, and there is another thing we'll be talking about in the next slide called data analytics. So in which way this is something different, right? So whether the big data and data science is the same. No, it's not that. So big data is something like an umbrella. This is like a superset, where the data science is the branch of the big data that we have. Okay, so it's not similar, right? So we use the data science. We use some of the techniques in data sciences, right? Okay, so big data is one end, and data science will be using in the big data. Next slide, please. Okay, and not everything done using big data would necessarily be called data science. So we do a lot of things in big data. Next slide. And if you just see the other area where we use the data analytics also, right? So if you just see the data analytics, it's going to be more in a micro level, right? If you just see the data science, what we do is in a macro level. And again, we consider some of the outputs from the data science, and we go in a more deeper way, right? We do, the analysis in a more micro level. Okay. So, the goal here is in the data science, we'll be asking the right questions, and in the data analytics to find the actionable data for the decision making. generally, this data science, is most of the things are technical in nature, whereas the data analytics is the user interface which is given to the managers who will do the analysis. Okay, so the major fields, if you just see, it's machine learning, AI, or we call it as corporate analytics. But whereas in the case of data analytics, it's going to be applications. We can use, this data analytics, big data, of course, right? If you are a part of it, right? So, if you just see the overall thing, the data, big data comes, then the data science, then the data analytics. So what, we will be learning about here is something in between the big data and the data analytics, the data science. Next slide. Fine. So what are the skills that is required, to learn this data science program? Okay. So you need to have, the fundamental knowledge about the mathematics and statistics. I'm sure that, all the students have learned, the mathematics and statistics in your higher secondary level. And you should have some, some knowledge about the hacking skills, right? Because it gives us, some kind of, modern applications that requires the hacking skills also. And of course, for both the things, in the basic, we should have some substantive expertise. That is a fundamental expertise, right? So in the area or in the application or in the domain that what we're practicing on. So the data science comes in between, it is a core here. So data science, you need to have all the skills put together, right? So blend together. Next. Next slide, ma'am. Yeah. If you just see the data science program, it's not just the Department of Computer Science or the faculty of the Department of Computer Science is going to teach. It's a sort of a collaboration, right, of three departments, namely the Department of Computer Science, right, which, or in the case of MIT, it is a Center for Artificial Intelligence, which offers the program. And Department of Mathematics also comes to the picture. And there is a Department of Business, right? So, because we talked about data analytics here. So we need quite good a few applications or the users. And really we want to, get the feedback from the users or the business people. And we want to, just see whether we are progressing in the correct direction or not. So it's some sort of a collaboration effort. So the input needed for the data science is from the three departments mainly: the computer science, the mathematics, and the business. Next slide, please. Yeah. What are all the applications of data science? When we talk about data science, what are the areas? So here I have given top 10 areas of applications of data science, starting with the fraud and risk reduction. So we are seeing a lot of frauds, banking frauds, or a lot of frauds in the internet or social media, right? So risk reduction, healthcare sector is again, one of the upcoming area in data sciences, because most of the hospitals or the healthcare, they have the healthcare information systems, and the search engines, and the data which is generated through the advertisements, targeted advertising, we call it as, right? So once you browse a particular product, once you search something in the Google, the related advertisements will be popped up maybe in your YouTube search engine, or in your Facebook, or in any social media, or website recommendations, advanced image recognition, that what we are talking about, or speech recognition, airline route planning is again a crucial one. Gaming, there are many gaming applications which require the data sciences, right? Augmented reality, we were talking about virtual reality, previously, and now the people are talking about augmented reality. So these are all some top 10 interesting areas. Right? Most of the areas, if you just see it, all these things, they have the big data with them. Okay, so what they want is, they want some data science experts to work with them and to help them, and to position them in a very good level in the industry. Next slide, please. Yes. So what are the skills that you will be learning, as you study this program? So there are, two things here. So what are the fundamental things that, you might be learning, right? So starting with your SQL, data modeling, cleaning, right? It's mostly about your data, right? And, and I talked about the Department of Mathematics. So the statistical learning, machine learning, right? And I talked about Department of Business. They were talking about business intelligence, distributed mining algorithms. So this is all the left side. If you just see, I have provided some fundamental or some technical skills that as a BSc data science students that so you will be learning about it. And out of the skills, what are the professional skills that you will be gathering or will be having maybe at the end of your your studies. So you'll be able to use the business use cases in a more effective way. We develop some entrepreneurship skills, interdisciplinary team skills, or leadership skills, right? And what are the tools that tentative list I have provided here, right? So it's not just one tool. You are going to learn plenty of tools as a data science because you are going to be a scientist. So you should be able to practice and use many tools, starting with the Oracle, MySQL, DB2, and SAS Enterprise Miner, Weka, Rapid Miner. These are all some of the open source tools. And we have some tools, proprietary tools, something like IBM Cognos, SPSS Modeler, and Spotfire, Tablux. So I have provided some tools, and in these tools, most of the tools are open source tools. We are sharing a link which the students can download some of the tools. And what are the professional skills that you'll be learning? One interesting thing here is the story you are going to say, to the managers. As a manager, what decisions you are going to take, or as a data scientist, what is your recommendation, right? So from the diagram, from the visualizations or presentations or reports, right? So you're going to generate some reports and give it to the management. Next slide, please. Next slide.
Yes, I'm doing, sir. Sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
But due to the network connectivity, it is not at all.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is, this slide gives you the learning path of a data science professional, right? So as you, enroll for a BSc data science program, so what you can do in the future, right? So, the prerequisite that what I was talking about here is SQL and MySQL, is a base that, every data science professional that you have. And, on the second, the step, if you just see the data science with Python, right? So you are going to, practice on a lot of tools or libraries in Python, right? Something like, Pandas or NumPy. And after that, you can think about, starting a job or learning, or proceeding in your learning environment for your masters or for your research, right? Maybe think about, enrolling for machine learning programs, or maybe, think about, doing something on, right? Something like, the machine learning programs or whatever it is, right? So what we are talking about here is, the learning path of a data science professional. So it is just not, the student should not think about it. It's just a 3-year program and they can ignore it. It's just, a step-by-step program, and there are plenty of interesting applications keeps coming in, and plenty of open source tools, being introduced. And this slide gives you the learning path of, the BSc data science students. Next slide, ma'am. Next slide, ma'am. Yeah. We just see the career path of a data science professional. So there are four major, job prospects for the data science student. Right, one is the data scientist. Number two, the student, will be getting a job in the area of data analyst, or he or she can become a data engineer, or they can become a business intelligence developer. There are four core areas. If you just see the data scientist, right, what is it in the data scientist? Next slide. Next slide, ma'am. Yeah, you just see the data scientist. So again, trajectory, if you just see the path, so you start your job as a junior data scientist with the average salary of 7 lakhs per annum. As of now, maybe as you complete, it will be more. Then you'll be moving to associate data scientist and senior data scientist, product manager, lead data scientist, then the director or vice president or senior vice president, right, with the salary of 50 lakhs per annum, right? As of now, I'm talking about. If you just see, if you project that, the salary after 3 years or 4 years, it will be more than what I am just talking about here. So if you're going to think about, being, getting a job in the area of data scientist, in the data scientist, this is your path. Next slide, ma'am. Next slide, ma'am. Next slide, please.
Yes, I have changed, sir. Data analytics.
Yeah. So data analyst is the second position, right? So here you start your job with the data analyst with the average salary of 6 lakhs per annum.
Data engineer.
Skills on Python or some related skills, right? And the third is the data engineer. You will start from junior data engineer, right? That's fine, no problem, right? Again, data analyst. So data analyst, associate data analyst, senior data analyst, product manager, lead data analyst. Then you will move to director or vice president or senior vice president level, right? With various skill set. If you just see in all the six positions I have given here, the Python plays a major role here. Okay, next. The third is the data engineer. So data scientist is number one. Number two is the data analyst. Number three career path is the data engineer. Next slide, ma'am.
Yes, sir. She's doing.
Okay, fine. So data engineer, again, you'll be starting as a junior data engineer, right? So with the average salary of 5.5 lakhs per annum with the knowledge of Python, then associate data engineer, senior data engineer, and a product manager, and a lead data engineer, then the director. Again here, the Python and the Hadoop and the technologies, like R, SAS, Enterprise Miner, this plays as a major role here. And the fourth one will be, next slide, ma'am. Business intelligence developer. So you start your job as a business intelligence developer with the average salary of 6 lakhs per annum, again with the knowledge of Python or programming. Then you will move to the next level, senior BI, product manager, then HOD or the team lead, then finally with the director level with this 40 lakhs per annum. We just see these four major roles of the data science students, and inside every role and what was the path is that available I have given to you. I'm sure that this really helps you in planning your career or planning your career path well in head, and think about what skills that you need to have. The next slide will give you a matrix which that is being expected for all these four. So it's a skills matrix. So the four jobs I have given you: the data scientist, data analyst, data engineer, and business intelligence developer. And what are all the the supporting tools and techniques or concepts that you should be knowing? If you just think about mathematics, number one, you feel you are really very good in mathematics, right? So you will, I'm sure that the student will be entering in the data scientist. And if the student feels that he is not very good in mathematics, so the data engineer may be the suitable job, where it ended with the 2 stars. The 5 stars is a full one, and a number of and if you just see the Python, the third one, right? So if you are very good in Python, there is a very good opportunity for you to enter in data scientist or data engineer. Whereas, if you are, again, Python needs some programming skills. If you are not good in programming skills, and if you are not good in Python, maybe the business intelligence BA developer option may be the good one, right? So if you just see the overall thing, right? Next, the OR, Hadoop, Tableau, data cleaning, and data transformation, data wrangling, all those things, right? So as you study your second year or third year, right? And based upon your interest, based upon your skill that time, so you can think about choosing any one of this tool. And if you are good in mathematics, and if you are good in statistics, or if you're good in database management, and what kind of jobs are available, based on that you can think about enrolling for some some companies for the internships or projects. Next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide, ma'am.
Jagadeshwari.
So next slide talks about the certifications, again in the learning path, right? What are the certifications that is available again because there was an opening remark given by the respected Vice Chancellor that the students are allowed or will be allowed in the future to go for summer or for 6 months abroad in some of the universities. So if you want to go abroad and want to equip yourself, I'm sure that the certifications are needed, right? So the next slide gives you the certifications. What are the certifications that is available? Again, you can think about enrolling in any one of the certifications, and then planning for your project or internship or for a job. Is it not working, ma'am?
Sir, I think madam has connectivity issues, sir.
Oh, okay, fine, ma'am. That's fine. So that's it. It's all about the data science program. So I'm sure that I have given you a few, have thrown you, some few highlights about this data science program, and what are the job prospects particularly that is available, and you can, and particularly the skill matrix. I'm sure that will really help you in planning for your future. So if you have any questions, you are free to ask.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable
It's
information.
a question.
Yeah,
Yes.
please, ma'am.
Like whenever we talk about data science jobs, we look at McKinsey report and other reports.
Yes.
How is the opportunity for data science students in India, especially in South India? Can you throw some light on that?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, particularly in South India, there are getting the real-time data is really a challenging job, right? So even in the Coimbatore area, we tried working on the data mining for the past 20 years. So we want to get some real-time data from the healthcare sector, or for the telecommunications, or from the insurance, or even from the banking. So we find it really difficult to get the data, right? So for most of the research purpose, even we depend on some repositories of some online open source databases and get it, right? So but there are some organizations which they really work on, right, in the real time data. So unlike if we have the real data with us, I'm sure that it's a really big task. It's a good and particularly in South India, or in our case, so we struggle hard to get the data for for this job. And in abroad, there are plenty of opportunities, right? So as the study for this programs.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
And to the participants, like if you have any relatives or your own children who are looking for an undergraduation program, Amit University has started 2 programs, one on artificial intelligence and machine learning, BSc, another one on BSc in data science. You can visit their website. And apart from this, you can spread a word among your WhatsApp groups, neighbors, and friends and relatives about these 2 programs. And industry experts and faculty members all over the world will be hand-holding and providing their expertise, and so that the knowledge sharing will happen. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
I think one of the participants raised his hand. You can ask your questions either by unmuting your mic, or you can put your question in the chat box. So I think there are no questions which are available in the chat box.
Actually, Dr. Sasilata, I know Dr. Saravanan for the last 2.5 decades. He is a very resourceful person. You can make use of his expertise, even your degree program when you are conducting.
Sure, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
May I invite Madam Jagadishwari to present
Yes, ma'am.
vote of thanks?
Yes, ma'am. So at this junction, I would like to convey the vote of thanks on behalf of this career development program. And I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Colonel Dr. G. Tiruvasagam, and respected Registrar, Dr. M. Jayaprakash, and Dr. T. Sasilata, Professor and Dean Academic of Amit DMTP University, for spending their valuable time from their busy schedule to grace this occasion. And also, I extend my sincere thanks to our chief guest, Mr. J.A. Chowdhury, and I convey my sincere thanks to Dr. Saravanan sir for joining with us. And I extend my sincere gratitude to all the participants and the faculty of Amit University. And thank you, dignitaries, and thank you once again, all of you. Thank you. Thank you for making this event a grand success. Thank you all.
Thank you, Professor Devi, madam. Thank you for your support and guidance. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Special thanks to Dr. Saravanan, who accepted our invitation within a very short period. Thank you, Dr. Saravanan, and thank you, Dr. Chowdhury, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Thank you, participants.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You have asked the participants to fill up the feedback form, no?
Yes.
Yes. Sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amit team.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, the participants, please fill the feedback form which is available in the chat box.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.